Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a Rainbow High video. It's been a little bit since I've done one of these. If you don't watch my American Girl content, you wouldn't know I've been kind of in a little bit of a doll slump recently. So I asked you guys this week, what are some types of videos you would like to see? And you guys provided me with incredible suggestions here and over on Instagram. So today we're going to be doing something I've never done before. I've often gotten questions about, what types, what would be your dream Rainbow High line if you could create your own Rainbow High dolls, and what colors would you like to see and stuff like that. Well, this lovely person sort of suggested something where I could pick my own Rainbow High line, but kind of mesh all of the dolls that we have now together. So I will be excluding the fashion show dolls because they're not technically available yet. Yes, some people do have them. I myself have them all saved in my Target favorites thing so that the second they come into stock, I can either order them and go pick them up or whatever I'm gonna do. So they will be excluded, but this does include pretty much everything else. Again, I no longer own all of the Rainbow High dolls. I only own the ones that I see fit to collect, that appeal to me basically. So this is an opinion-based video. There's probably going to be a lot of controversial opinions here, but you know what, it's fine, because if all of our opinions were the same, I say it every time, the world would be pretty freaking boring. So I did kind of put my own little twist on this, because usually there's 6 dolls in a core line. I kind of took it upon myself to do something a little bit different. So we do have, this is a mix of rainbow and shadow. So the colors I will be covering today are pink, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, black, gray, and white. So some of them are a little bit, I bent the rules just a tad, but I think that's only on 2 of them. And if you're wondering who this gorgeous creature is in front of you, no, it's not Paris Hilton. It is my custom mini-me in the Paris Hilton outfit that I actually received from a lovely subscriber in my P.O. box. So yeah, that's Mini Kyla, and I was like, she needs love. She is my favorite doll in my Rainbow High collection, but she doesn't count in this. Obviously, she would be the pink girly, but we have a different pink girly. So this is just we're gonna go in rainbow order, and this is kind of me looking at the shelf and thinking, okay, so if I were creating my dream Rainbow High line, literally, who would it be off this shelf? Who would I think they would not necessarily go really well together, but it would kind of just be who am I feeling right now? Not necessarily my favorite from each color, which some of them kind of are, but yeah, I think I've covered all the bases. So let's get started with our pink girly in, I guess we're gonna call it the Kyla Collects Rainbow High line. It is Minnie Choi from the Royal 3. So a lot of these girls are wearing their own outfits, but a lot of them are not. So she's actually wearing Carla Chopet's outfit. So this isn't Minnie's regular outfit, but it kind of is her same vibe and color scheme. So Minnie, I had 2 dolls I was picking between for this one, and I'll share with you if that was the case for a couple. So I was thinking Minnie or Costume Ball Bella, which coincidentally I got both of those as gifts from lovely, lovely subscribers. So thank you for that. I love Minnie. It's definitely her face mold. So if you didn't know, I am legally blind, and sometimes I do have trouble distinguishing their face mold / sculpt. I don't know. It's mold in American Girl. It's screening in Bratz. So is it sculpt in Rainbow High? But I have always loved Minnie. I thought she would be my favorite. She actually ranks the middle of the pack when it comes to her trio, but I adore her. I think she's very cute. And looking at my pink shelf, really, Minnie's face just won over Costume Ball Bella, just because I also felt like Costume Ball, I've got 2 of them, and I didn't think Bella or Lola would fit in this particular, line here, because a lot of them they kind of just look like regular schoolgirls, you know what I mean? So here's a spoiler alert, I did not pick any winter break dolls, even though there was one. She could have made the cut, but somebody else beat her out. But anyway, I feel like she's really cute. Great introduction to the pinks if you're not quite sure, and you can still get her in stores. So this is kind of I don't know, which one would I recommend to choose? I love Minnie Choi. She's beautiful. She does come with 2 outfits, again, neither of which she is wearing, because sometimes I like to change stuff up. Other times I'm like, no, that's your outfit. You're not allowed to wear anything else. But I adore her. She's very cute. I love her face. And she's just, it was hard for the pinks, but it was even harder for me because my all-time favorite Rainbow High doll actually isn't even a pink doll, so it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be to pick the one for the pinks. But let's move on to red. Red is the original red, Ruby Anderson. This is the original Ruby Anderson. I do believe it is the second batch of releases though. She is wearing winter break Ruby clothes only because I prefer that over her other two outfits. I will tell you right now, if I had Fashion Show Ruby, she would take her place, but the only other red dolls that I own are Mila, and I've got some issues with Mila, and then Laurel, but she's kind of a red-orange, and I hate her outfit. So, let me tell you why we are looking at Ruby instead of Mila. The Mila I have has messed up lips, and Mila's second outfit, although it is my favorite Rainbow High outfit of all time, that burgundy one, let's just say it happened to stain my first Natasha Zima, and it is something I will never recover from because I still can't get out the stains. I love that outfit. I love those boots. And I just have like, it's like bad juju when I think about Mila Barrymore. So I was like, Ruby, you are it. She does not have the super, super shiny face. Her eye color, I don't like. But Ruby has always been a standout character and doll for me, and I am probably one of the very few human beings on this earth that love Winter Break Ruby's face and the Fashion Show Ruby. Her and Poppy are battling it out for my favorite Fashion Show doll right now. She's currently not up on Target's site, can't find her, and I'm like, come on, just add her so I can have the 6 that I'm buying and everything will be okay. But I personally love our original red girl, and she held the name of the only red doll for so long, and her color family is kind of tiny, so just whenever I think of red, I think of Ruby Anderson, and it just brings me so much joy because she was one of the first 3 dolls I ever bought, and I adore her so much. Is she like absolutely outstanding compared to a lot of the dolls on this list? No, but again, that shows how much Rainbow and Shadow High have grown as a franchise over the past couple of years. Orange Girl goes to my beautiful Simone Summers. Yes, she's a Pacific Coast doll, but that does not stop me from having this doll consistently in my top 3 favorite Rainbow High dolls of all time. I love her so much. She is not wearing her clothes. It was a very, very huge battle for me between Simone and Georgia, but honestly, I do so much more with Simone. I don't really touch my Georgia because I want to keep those curls in pristine condition. So Simone, it's her face. It's definitely her face. We had this huge debate on a live stream once, and we were all just talking about how Simone, like, her face just looks mean, and she just looks like you don't want to mess with her, and I just absolutely love that. I love when they're like facial screenings and sculpts and whatever you want to call it. I love when there's some expression to them, and Simone Summers definitely has that. I adore her. I adore everything about her. Yes, a little bit sad that she's a Pacific Coast doll, but I do think her Pacific Coast outfit is absolutely one of the best. That line in general is really great, but Simone is just, she's perfect. I love her. And I kind of knew in the end it was going to be Simone that I picked, but I have this thing where colors that I don't like tend to have my favorite dolls from Rainbow High. So orange, for example, like I said, I was picking between Simone and Georgia. I also have a serious love for Mina and Poppy. Poppy is my favorite Rainbow High character of all time, and Mina is just absolutely adorable. So it was really hard, but Simone overall won because of her face. Our yellow doll in the Kyla Collects Rainbow High series is none other than Delilah Fields. This was my favorite doll of last year for Rainbow High. Again, if you didn't know, yellow is like one of my least favorite colors, but this doll is incredible. This one was actually redesigned by a fan and sent to my P.O. box. So I have 2 of her. This is my display one, and then I have my other one with the messed up lips. That is my hair play Delilah. I love her. I love that she comes with her secret little third outfit. Her eyes, I love everything she represents. She's gorgeous. I love that she was a writer because I'm a writer, and she was our first girly with glasses, and I adore everything about her. I love her little cottagecore vibe. She's so cute. Her character is so sweet, and oh my gosh. I love Delilah Fields. This was a no-brainer for me when it came to the yellow dolls, although I will say Cheryl, if I could pick 2 yellows, it would be Cheryl and Delilah. And it was hard, but then again, it wasn't, because I looked at yellow and I picked up Delilah and I was like, okay. And then I looked at Cheryl and I said something I'm not going to say because I keep this family friendly over here, but yeah, that was quite a moment. But I love her. She's definitely she's very, very high up in my overall Rainbow High ranking of all the dolls and characters. Delilah Fields is an absolute icon, and if you don't have her, you need to get your hands on her before you can't anymore. I don't even know, is Series 4 still in stores? I don't see any of them. I don't know. Gosh, that seems like so long ago. Green was absolutely the easiest decision of my life. This is Olivia Woods, and green is my least favorite color. But again, it has some really iconic dolls. This girl, when I first saw her, I was like, oh my God, that's the green doll I've been waiting for. Because I had Jewel at the time, and I love her. But this was what I've been waiting for. And what made this doll like a trillion times more special to me is that she has the same name as my cat. And there was always joke on the channel for a long time about when will they come out with a Rainbow High doll named Olivia. Well, they did. So this is my cat's doll. It's so funny because it's my least favorite color and like one of my favorite girls' names on the planet. So I love her. She's very cool. I adore her outfit. Again, she does have the downfall of the one outfit. However, this was still in the era where the one outfits were having more details instead of what we have coming up, but I'm not going to touch too much on that. But I knew it was going to be her. She's absolutely perfection. I love this doll. I ordered her on Amazon with Victoria, and it kills me not to put Victoria in here with her because they are besties, and it hurts me, but it's fine. It's okay. She is my favorite from her series. I only actually own her and Victoria. Oh, and Priscilla from that series. But it's weird because she's my favorite and she's the green one, so I don't think you'll ever hear me say that again. But if you just take some time and absolutely look at her, I washed her hair immediately because I had this weird thing where both my Olivia and Victoria had this weird like cologne scent to them. And I remember talking to my friend Dracubella, and I was like, because we got them at the same time, and I was like, do yours smell like this? And she's like, no. And so I was like, what the heck? So it took such a long time for them to stop smelling like cologne. I don't know what they used at the factory, but it was really weird, and I'm always going to remember that when I look at this doll. So there's a fun fact for you all. Now let's get into blue. Go for Coco, anyone? This is Coco Vanderbilt, and I love my little cobalt blue girly. Now, she is wearing Uma Van Hoos clothes, because if I could take Uma's clothes and give them to Coco, she would be like the perfect doll, and that's kind of what I did. Uma is in the outfit I prefer better, but this one makes Coco look even cooler. So Coco's only flaw are her clothes. I've seen a ton of people agree with me. I've also seen people who actually like them, so that's cool. I'm not a fan of the sporty doll clothing wise, but I love Coco's character and I love Coco's look overall. It's a very Jade Hunter situation, if you don't know. Love that character to death. Cannot stand her style. So I love Coco. It was actually, so I was looking at my blue dolls. I'm a very huge fan of Gabriella Isley. I also love Skylar. However, I don't think there are any Skylars that can kind of compete with the other blue dolls. Robin is very, very important, but I feel like Coco just really knocks it out of the park. And then I have Hallie, who I love my redesign of, but if we're talking just original, how she comes, absolutely not. So Coco, she's adorable. She's so cute, and I love keeping her in this little sassy pose here. So I hope you all enjoy that. She's beautiful. I waited so long for a cobalt blue doll, and I think they definitely did it justice. I love her beautiful brown eyes. She's just so cute. I don't really know if it's cheating having two dolls from the same line, but this is Tiara Song, and she is our purple girl, and she's wearing Violet Willow's dress. Now my thing is, original release Violet, I hate that doll, but I love her clothes to death. So I just give them to other dolls, you know? And again, Winter Break Violet would have been here, but Tiara's face ultimately beats out everybody because again, that is my favorite face mold. And you're probably like, if it is, then why don't you have Lily? I don't think I will ever get Lily. I get asked this a lot, even still to this day, and I just don't think I ever will unless I see her in stores, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen. But Tiara Song is absolutely incredible. Her second outfit, where it's like a three-piece puzzle and you gotta put it together, it's cool. Really, really interesting. She is just absolutely stunning. Her name is Tiara. She comes with a crown. Like, that's the most cliche but amazing thing ever. I adore her. She came with my mini. Like I said, they were both gifts, which is really awesome. So they're like gift buddies, I guess you could say. So that's really cute because I love when I purchase my dolls in pairs or little groups. I don't know, I'm weird. But Tiara Song, definitely one of MGA's best Rainbow High dolls, and she's perfect, you know, for fitting into my wave because she's very, like, even though original Tiara doesn't come in like princessy attire, I guess you could say, she still has that glamorous vibe that is so me, and I think she'd be perfect. And like, if you didn't know, I was a pageant girly back in my youth and teens, so the whole crown thing is definitely like, I could not pick any other purple doll because I needed to pick the one with the crown because it was fitting. Okay, now we're gonna go into a little bit of a, we're not going to the color gray, but we're going to a slight gray area of how I kind of did this next one. So there are 3 dolls that are kind of, some people consider them purple, others consider them black. Yes, I'm talking about Ainsley and the Storm Twins. I know that their hair is kind of purple. I know that they have purple clothes in their color scheme. However, I sometimes consider them black dolls because we need more dolls in the black shade category, because black, white, and gray are shades. So I do consider them part of the black category. Just like I kind of consider Heather, I don't consider her part of the white category, but I do kind of put her in the black color category and the gray color category, or shade, sorry. Anyway, this is where it is a gray area, if you will. And when I was looking at the dolls that I had in the black, white, and gray categories, I really had to pick the ones that stood out to me the most. You can probably guess all 3 of them if you know me very well, but this is kind of just my opinion. So we're gonna start with the black shade, and then we'll move to gray, and then we'll end it with white. So this is just, remember, this is where I'm kind of hesitant to do this because some people might say she belongs in purple, and I'm just gonna put her here and we're just gonna talk about it. When you see who she is, you might agree with me, but then again, because of who she is, you might not. This is a messy one here. It is Naomi Storm, okay? I know she is purple. She looks heavily purple here. It's definitely because of the jacket and her hair together, but her top and skirt are the black leather. Her boots are colorful, but some dolls have had that colorful accent. They have like some other accent colors, you know, around their set color. So I really, when looking at dolls in the smaller categories, I kind of find it hard to pick some. Like I said, in other cases, it's not that difficult, but I love her. She is my superior Storm Twin. I absolutely adore her. I like both of their outfits, but it's definitely the fur coat that just puts her over the edge for me. I love it so much. Their color is technically supposed to be like oil. I forget like what the actual name of it is, but I'm going to consider her as our black shade doll just because I just prefer her so much more than the other dolls I had in her category, which would be Veronica, Chanel, and Heather, because Heather is our definite big gray area because she has like 3 color schemes. But I adore Naomi. I know she's not everybody's favorite, but I actually do prefer her to Veronica. Like I said, I've preferred her since the beginning. She's so pretty and she looks good in everything, and I really, really love her, and I feel like she's kind of more fitting to my series, although she does look a bit more rebellious than Veronica with her outfits, a little bit more scandalous, and Veronica's got that like schoolgirl vibe going on, which probably would fit me a little bit better, but I don't know, there's just something about Naomi Storm that appeals to me a lot more than Veronica. Moving on to gray, I had 3 dolls I could pick from this, but I don't own one of them anymore. So I technically only had 2. So the dolls I could pick between were Heather and Nicole. And if you know me at all, you know exactly who I picked. But it would have to be my heavily restyled version. I know this is probably cheating, but because of who it is, I don't care. Please forgive me. It's Nicole, but in Chanel's dress. Now think about this. We could keep the top part of the dress, the black part, or we could just put it a little bit lighter gray and have the gradient scale go like that. But I, to this day, still get compliments on this doll. I don't, it wasn't even intentional to take out her curls. It was not intentional to make her Ariana Grande. It just kind of happened. First, I put her in Natasha's first outfit dress, and that's when she kind of gained a little bit of traction. And then I changed her into this, and everybody that comes across my Rainbow and Shadow High videos, or they see her in the background, I kid you not, I get comments on this all the time. So I think, completely disregarding everything I said about, you know, I didn't pick this doll because I didn't think her original pieces, like, you know, would put her on this list in my little collection here. Nicole is the one and only exception to that rule. It would have to be my restyling of Nicole. And I think her second outfit would probably have to be Natasha's first outfit. Maybe still keep it in white. I don't know, but I know a lot of people are gonna be like, what? Well, she is very important to me. I love this doll so much, but I only love her in my restyling. So in order for her to fit in my series, that's how it's gonna have to go. So now we're gonna move on to white, and if you know me at all, you know exactly who I picked, and I'm not even gonna bother drawing it out. There's only one answer for who the white shaded doll would be in my Rainbow High series, and that is Natasha frickin' Zima. This is my second one because we all know what happened to the first, as I stated earlier. I love her. She is the best thing that has ever been created. I would like to own a ton more of her, but I just haven't yet. Like, look at her. This is the one I actually took down her hair, and it's so fluffy, and I adore it so much. I cannot tell you how much I love her. You guys already know. Like, it's just, she looks like a little angel, and I love it. I love it so much. And I know there's other dolls that kind of are in her category because I also have Roxy and Aisha, but I'm sorry, ladies, I just cannot. There is no other answer for the best white shaded doll here because it's Natasha. She's the best, and I adore her with every fiber of my being. Like, look at how perfect she is. And I will take no criticism on this one. You can criticize every other doll on this list, but do not, no, please, no criticism of my pride and joy. Thank you, thank you. So I'm moving Mini-Me back to the center of attention, and the Paris Hilton sequins are falling off, so that's fun. But anyway, if I could create my ultimate Rainbow High series release, it would be what you all just saw. Again, this was just for fun. They're not all my favorite dolls in each color, and I know the color analysis videos are being requested again. I am kind of waiting. I'm holding off on that because I want to wait until we get the runway and then kind of Shadow High Series 3. I know that seems like a very far off time, but I did a collection purge, so things have definitely changed, and they're going to be changing for a little bit. So we're going to put a pause on that. But let me know down below if you could create your own Rainbow High series, which doll from each color family or shade family would you put in it? I would absolutely love to know. Please keep your comments positive, polite, and respectful to myself and each other down below. Just for fun, everybody's opinion is different, because if it wasn't, this wouldn't even be fun. I'm telling you guys, it's fun to have different opinions. It is okay. So anyway, if you have not already, give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button to join the fam, and tap that really cool notification bell so you know the exact moment I post a new video. Have a blessed day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye, everybody.